Good morning. Today we will be doing part C section of the OET. Okay, so let's start. So this is the question. Take time to read. So I will be doing like you already did this. Okay, because I have shared the material with you. So in that expectation, I will be continuing. I am not dragging this lesson. So I would like to make it so short. Okay, so I will be discussing only the point rather than that I won't be doing anything. Okay, so you can if you don't have the material and if you haven't done, just you can do along with this. I won't repeat all these things again and again. Okay, so this is the passage. The two reports mentioned in the first paragraph both concluded that homeopathy. This is the first paragraph. So here it is mentioned two reports. I won't be reading any thing. I will be focusing on the reports. Any thing. So skim and scan. So two reports will be over here. See. Okay. Conclusion. Which found what they found from here to here. Okay. So the answer is from here up to the end. Okay. So was reliable evidence that homeopathy was effective? There is no proper evidence that homeopathy is effective. So the answer is 7C. See, you have to mark the entire thing like this. Fully you have to mark. Okay, I won't be repeating the all such points now. So lacks any form of convincing proof. That is known as convincing proof. What is the synonym? Convincing proof, evidence. If you want, you can think. If you can remember, best. Otherwise, you can note it down all these things. So it will be for your future reference. Lack any form of convenience of its value as a treatment. So there is no proof for that. So now that is the question. Read the next question. So this is the passage 2. Take time to read. By now I guess you got the answer. So let me start the discussion. So when commenting on the popularity of homeopathy, Professor Broom shows what he is showing. So Professor Broom, okay, he shows regarding the popularity in the wider community. So actually here two sentences he had told. One is this sentence, okay, one is over here. this sentence. He told choose sentence. So when it comes to emotion, see from here we can understand this is an emotion. When it is coming to emotions and there is a link between this, put their trust in, explain their views in, further studies, such treatment. You have to correlate. More than that, it's always important when it comes to emotions, try to read with expressions. So when we read just like a reading style, but if we are reading this in the whatever written in the card with an emotion, if it's needed, you will get. So the answer is within this line. Okay, the really interesting question. So you will be telling that in the speaking. Yes, that's a really interesting question. So the same thing over here also is how can we possibly see that expression actually it's about it doesn't. So he is asking the question. So based on that, 8 answer is A, surprise. Okay. So based on the emotions. So he is surprised why how people think works. So it's about how it is working, how the treatment is working, how can they put their trust in this surprise. So actually here scientific perspective, viewpoint, perspective means viewpoint, how they think, what is their idea. Scientist, see it's not scientist, okay. Scientist view, it is scientist. If you are Malayali, scientist in day, that is the apostrophe meaning. Scientist inability to explain their views on it. Here over here he is not explaining, he is not showing frustration, and there is no scientific perception they are telling, inability to explain their views. Okay, so that's the reason why here it says strike. So that's why it's not. So he is not accepting that needed any further study. No, he is not explaining that. Then risk people face. Actually, over here he is not telling about the he risk, that word he is not telling. Okay, so that's the reason why answer is A. So now take time to read this question. Let me explain the question. Josh view on homeopathic highlight. What is her view? So this is a case actually. In a case in point, she sees her homeopath for 1 hour consultation. I feel if I go, see this is a sentence. Okay. So here over here from the entire paragraph, what is the attractive feature? This homeopath is a 1 hour consultation. At the same time, this normal GP, they only consult for 50 minutes. So it's a big attraction. That is the key attraction. So the answer is 9B. Opportunity to improve patient care, they are not discussing that. How it suit patients with a range of health problems, they are not discussing that. How practitioners put their trust patients at ease, not that. So this is John's this name views on homeopathic highlight. Her opinion is important, not anyone else. Now moving on to the next question. In the fourth paragraph, it is suggested that visits to homeopath. It's good if they are writing fourth paragraph. Sometimes what happen, they could even skip this paragraph and directly say fourth paragraph. So if you have confusion, you can write 1, 2 also. Okay, because sometimes what happen, our paragraph itself change. We never notice all these things. Silly information, but it will be effective. Time saver. It is suggested that visit to homeopath. Over here, they are talking about, say actually answer is 10B. This is the answer. In this here one preference is coming. So when I discussed, I understood student even went for this preference and directly got the answer. But when I did in a different way. I read only 2 lines. I got this answer. So this line explained that most people visit a homeopath after having received a diagnosis from a mainstream practitioner, often because they want an alternate choice to medication, says. So actually what they are telling, first is a mainstream, that is GP. Okay, let me try. So this is the main general practitioner, then homeopath. So first actually the diagnosis will be done, and then that they are sending to this place, which one, homeopath. From there actually why they are going to that is because patient themselves want alternate choice to medication, that is this homeopath. Okay, that is the reason why they are actually moving, patient is moving from GP to homeopath. This refer means sometime what happened, the sentence meaning I am explaining, students make mistake over here, that's the reason. Sometimes, but if GP doesn't have the diagnosis, they will refer him, and they will refer him over here. Okay, they will refer back, that is this refer. It's not the meaning which you are thinking. The question is visits to homeopath, it's not visit to GP, it's visit. Why they are visiting over here, homeopaths? Okay, so this is because students might make mistake over here, that's the reason why I explained that. Actually referral is not given by mainstream, okay, occasionally, often, here often is using, but referral they are not telling, occasionally, frequently. Occasionally is wrong, referral from mainstream, they are not mentioning referral regarding that. It's not necessary that medical we have to visit relevant specialist before. So it's not saying that first the patient has to go to GP and then to, it's not necessary, it is not should be, that should be is cancelled, it's not necessary, first GP and then homeopath, no. And over here overlook medical problems, they are not discussing. Okay, see, if you have doubts you can ask me, otherwise you can comment below. Now what level, what particular concern this person? Okay, so I am explaining what is the concern is the question. So answer is here. (11) C. It's like endanger more than just the user. So it's not only the person who take the treatment, Like most worrying is the thing like HIV, which affected not only you, not only the user, but people around you, other than user. Okay, this is the answer. That is the concern. So now concern is the synonym. You will be checking for the synonym concern, right? So this is one concern. Worrying means concern. Too worried means concern. See, they have used the concern different multiple time. Okay, so you might have fought for all these bits. Okay, that's why you got another. But it's like, why? What particularly concerns? Why? Okay, he is worried about that. But most, see, answer is most worrying is, say, most concern, most importance of one word, most. Okay, particularly most. Now come next question. Wonderful outcome. So I would, if I were you, I would be reading only this up to this, from starting from here till here. 12, answer is D. See, let me explain the meaning over here. So then you have to read the entire thing. So first we will why we people are visiting the homeopath. First kids will be visiting, then mom will go couple of years, dad will follow, later dad will follow. Even though he is only there reluctantly, he is not willing by himself, but he is going because others are forcing him. But we get this wonderful outcomes. Okay, the way positive results. Okay, same wonderful outcome, positive result. Synonym, note down on those synonyms if you are weak, if you are not able to. Last minute revision means for reading. Do you think you can read the entire thing? Entire revisions can you do? You will be really tense. More than practicing like that, it's always better if you are understanding your mistake and noting down these synonyms. Why you made the mistake? It's not like that everything. Wherever you made, suppose if you are getting 20 out of 42, then you are like, at least you should, in short words you are supposed to write. Slowly you will be improving and you will be forgetting once what you did. So these are important tips which I can give you. Okay, so you will be neglecting it, but in the last moment, if you do, you think in the last day, which is the day before yesterday, you can do all this reading discussions, readings? No, you will be more worried. Okay, you could be. Okay, that's the reason. Please keep a synonym note. It's always important. Reading separate, speaking separate, listening, everything needed to be separate. The way positive result can be achieved despite people doubts. Who has doubt over here? Only husband. The dad has doubt. He is not coming willingly, but he is reluctant. Only because of one word, this reluctant, the result came. Okay. Okay. So one more thing which I have to tell you. Last time one of the method which I taught you, one more video was there. So last time I taught you one method. Importance of however, connectors, however, even though, so far, all those things I am not explaining over here. Let it be a different class. Okay, so see, so one at that time, sometimes it happen, every questions when you are trying this method, the same method which I taught in one class, if you are trying to find out answers with same, with only one trick or tips, it won't be helpful. You have to come up with your own method, your own solutions. Okay, it's like you have to learn a lot. It's not like one method you are learning and then you are like expecting that the same tips tricks you will be getting in the answer sheet, it will be so easy. Definitely this OIT reading is not easy. No reading is easy. They are, this is a question of mixed answer. Easy, intermediate, difficult level. Difficult level, don't waste time over the. Intermediate level, you can still get. That's where you need practice. Easy level, you can score. Okay, so that is the question pattern. So when you are watching YouTube videos, they will be telling tips and tricks. If you are focusing on the tips and tricks only, it is not going to help you. This need hard work. This need dedication. This need concentration. If you have any personal problem, it will definitely reflect in your reading section. If you are sitting in a crowded, noisy room, it will be affecting. So complete dedication, complete concentration, focus and do. Then only you will get. So each video is important. Each video will be having different content for doing different questions. So by one technique, please don't try to apply. That is a additional. I have students who told they are getting marks because of that. But they are not completely relying on all these things. They are using their own methods. Okay, why? Because when I do a discussions with you, I understand how students are doing. Sometimes if they don't know how to improve by themselves, they will go for tricks. Okay, that is because you didn't get how to do this reading. For that, discussion class is important, and if you are missing because of personal work, time schedule, it's not possible for me. No, for anyone it's not possible for helping you. Okay, so utilize the reading discussions. So before going forward, I will just tell you one more thing. Sometimes these reading sections, this is for those whose speaking is not good. For you all, it's if you don't know the medical knowledge, if you don't have enough practice, nursing experience, you will be stuck because you don't know the what is the illness, what is the problem. You yourself don't know the diagnosis, how you can help others. And so if an experienced nurse who speaks in English with the patient, they automatically have the questions with them with their experience, but you don't have, because you, first of all, you don't have experience and you don't speak in English. So this is the limitation. So let me discuss one method. So you can, some questions you can actually combine reading and speaking, but it's not necessary you will get for this. So don't focus, but you will be automatically getting the content. So one of the question is, suppose the patient is telling, see sister, I really don't want this whole antibiotics, oral antibiotics which you have given. I would better have something natural treatment. So different ways you can say that, different answers you are supposed to say, and it's according to the interlocutor, it's supposed to be they have to completely deny your option. How you can say? Sometimes, see, not every time, sometimes in this content it's there. Okay, so you are not seeing the direct, does homeopathic work? Change that to natural treatment. If the patient is asking, does natural treatment work? Actually, the entire discussion is about that. Okay, and since I already read this topic, I will explain you what could be some suggestions to speak. You can tell there is no see, there is no reliable evidence to support that Ayurvedic treatments, this homeopathic treatment was effective. Same information needed. Okay, right? So, and see, I like that you will be getting. So, and we read here HIV, right? This is about one question is the vaccination. So, most worrying, it's here. See, let me explain you this. If you are not taking vaccine for this HIV or any other illness, it's not only affecting you, but it will be affecting people around you. Or sometimes it happens that they are not vaccinated, and if you are in contact with the coronavirus, you will be getting affected. So this and okay, so like this also you will be getting the information. Okay, now moving on. From the comments quoted in the 6th paragraph, it is clear that here last it was 4th paragraph. Now directly to 6th paragraph, it is clear that Jonah Ashmo. This is the answer. Only here, up to here. She is telling, I'm happy. I don't care how it works, even if it's all in the mind. I just know that it does. All in the mind. Psychological factors. Okay? So she is prepared to accept. She doesn't have problem even 1,000 people say the same thing. It's not good. 13A. I guess that will be easy to find. What does the word this in the final paragraph refer to? This is this. See, for this question, I am not saying I went with the whole meaning. Okay. Why? It's like people around the world. This is the answer actually. Desire people. Okay. So let me explain. Gave scientific. Okay. See, group questions. Why homeopathy seeks scientific validation? Scientific validation. Here also scientific acceptance is there, right? So you could get confused with that. In the final paragraph refer to. Here actually in my view, this is not about, and actually this is not about, so whatever written over here, it's not the important thing. More than that, whatever written here, this is not about, so something before there will be answer. Okay, it lies here. The problem as he sees it lies in the fact that if you're going to dance with conventional medicine and say we want to be proven to be effective, why we want to be proven to be effective, Homeopathy is saying we want to be proven to be effective in dealing with discrete physiological condition. Then the writer is saying, then you indeed do have to show efficacy. So once this is, we want to be proven to be effective, that is homeopathy sentence. Then you indeed do have to show efficacy. Then show the efficacy. So he is actually questioning motivation behind the desire for homeopathy. They want themselves to gain scientific acceptance. But he is questioning. If you want, then why questioning him? Okay. So 14D is the answer. So that's the end of the discussion. Thank you all.